It's like they never watch any movies.
Coming up today on This Is True Really News. Oh man, I've got amazing stories coming up later on that are pretty amazing. I also have an Associated Press story.
That's not?
Thanks to Ronnie Tucker. That is just kind of weird. So if you like weird and amazing, we're your guys. Please like, subscribe, and follow This Is True Really News. Hit the bell icon so that you can be notified when we're being all those nice things that people say about us. And if you have something longer, if you need to take us to task, or you'd like to, wax poetic about how cool we are, or if you want to send us a story you think we ought to cover, just send it to titr@netradio.network.
Do that.
Now!
Please.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Verkinnes. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
I can't read my story.
Why?
I have a pop-up that I can't get rid of.
Oh, shoot.
Damn them. Fine. Let's talk about what is wrong with Chuck E. Cheese.
That's the parking lot Ann was in when she broke her kneecap.
See? It's not just a recent phenomenon.
No, it's always been a dangerous place to play.
July 23rd, Tallahassee, Florida. Police took Chuck E. Cheese into custody.
Was he 22 inches long?
You've never been to Chuck E. Cheese, have you?
Yes,
big.
I have.
He's
giant.
Well, depending on who he is.
Yeah, well.
Sometimes he's less giant.
Yeah.
The Tallahassee Democrat reports that Mr. Cheese, a.k.a. Jermel Jones,
there we go,
had been identified as the person who stole a patron's credit card and made fraudulent purchases with it the month before. When police arrived at the famous restaurant, Jones, in full Chuck E. Cheese regalia, yes, even the giant mouse head, was handcuffed, escorted out the front door in front of patrons young and old.
I love the idea that they left the head in place.
Officers found the stolen credit card in his possession.
Oh, there you go.
There are a whole bunch of youngsters going, see, Mom, I told you this was not where we go.
I hate this.
Next.
Let's go back to the strip club.
3 days later, Mobile, Alabama.
Mobile?
Apparently, Mobile.
Mobile? Yeah,
Mobile.
Let's go with that. Mobile.
It's not Arab, Alabama, so.
Yes, it is.
No, it's Mobile.
It's... Well, I know, but I mean, it's pronounced Arab if you're in Arab.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I watched the South Korean.
Henry
wedding, there were about 30 friends and family came. We just walked around town and told people
we're thinking of buying
the place. Next, a brawl took place on July 26th. Mobile, Alabama, Chuck E. Cheese. WKRG TV reports that witnesses say about 20 people were fighting because a teenage boy got upset about something. Well, he's at Chuck E. Cheese.
And he's a teenage boy, so there's some issues already.
Yeah, there were things happening here at the get-go. One girl who was punched in the face said they started fighting as I was walking by. And then they punched me on accident.
I've seen that happen.
When I was a kid, it was always they punched me by accident.
Well, yes. But, no, my friends used to do that sort of thing, too. They used to.
Accident?
Yeah, they used to say that, and they'd say, I'd say, hey, you want to go to the swimming pool? And they'd say, I'll tell my mom if I can.
Sure.
I knew what that
The Mobile Police Department, Mobile, not Arab, Alabama, Police Department, is investigating by watching surveillance video and reaching out to those involved. The public information officer, Roderick Miles, advised that people in such circumstances try to do something that's going to result in better decisions than, quoting now, fighting at a freaking Chuck E. Cheese's.
Right?
I can hardly wait to find out what happens next week.
Remove all young men is what you do first, because they're idiots.
Teenagers should not be, if they don't have their trainer with them.
Yeah, don't let them in.
No, it's just, you're asking for Well, a brawl in your parking lot, probably. Yeah.
This from the Associated Press via Ronnie Tucker.
Ronnie.
Workers at a site in South Carolina that once made key parts for nuclear bombs in the U.S. have found a radioactive wasp nest. But officials said there is no danger to anyone.
What are they going to say?
Employees who routinely check radiation levels at the Savannah River site near Aiken found a wasp nest on July 3rd on a post near tanks where liquid nuclear waste is stored, according to a report from the U.S. Department of Energy.
They found a what now?
A nest.
Near?
Tanks where liquid nuclear waste is stored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
The nest had a radiation level 10 times what is allowed by federal regulations.
There we are.
So the wasps were immediately sighted.
Because that's how we roll.
The workers sprayed the nest with insect killer, removed it, disposed of it as radioactive waste. Duh.
I would say that was a heck of a good idea on their part.
The report said there was no leak from the waste tanks, and the nest was most likely radioactive through what is called on-site legacy radioactive contamination from the residual radioactivity left from when the site was fully operational.
Sure.
The watchdog group Savannah Riverside Watch said the report was at best incomplete, since it doesn't detail where the contamination came from, how the wasps might have encountered it by flying around, dudes, and the possibility there could be another radioactive nest if there's a leak somewhere. Knowing the type of wasp nest could also be critical. Some wasps make nests out of dirt. Others use different material, which could pinpoint where the contamination came from. Tom Clements, executive director of the group, wrote in a text message, "I'm as mad as a hornet." That SRS didn't explain where the radioactive waste came from, or if there's some kind of leak from the waste tanks that the public should be aware of. A spokeswasp said, "The tank farm is well inside the boundaries of the site, and my people generally fly just a few hundred yards from the nest, so there's no danger there outside the facility." Long way to go.
Hang on, I have to take off my shoes and rest my tired tootsies for that one. Another reason you shouldn't get tattoos.
Uh-oh.
After getting a Waffle House logo tattooed on his calf.
Getting a whole Waffle House is going to take up a lot of space.
Not if you, dude, they can do it HO scale or something.
Oh, I wasn't thinking about that. Yeah, you're right.
After getting a Waffle House logo tattooed on his calf in December of 2023, all those carefree Helicon days, in St. Petersburg, Florida, 33-year-old Max Alexander Krajenkent. He's a Clearwater dude.
Yeah.
In Florida. Refused all options to satisfy his debts, police said, which amounted to $250. Get where this is going?
I'm starting to see it.
According to the Smoking Gun story, he was arrested at Ink Gods with a Z.
Okay.
Police found only $6 and a driver's license on his person when he was frisked, although they did note he was under the influence of something.
So he had money earlier.
Well, if he didn't, he certainly at some point
Had some money.
had the money to purchase a little something to be under the influence of.
There we go.
He was arrested, bonded out, pled not guilty.
How?
He had a huge Waffle House tattoo.
On his calf.
How would that, what? What? Do you suppose it was just buyer's remorse? I meant Perkins.
It should. I'm in Perkins. Oh my God. It's a brand that barely exists anymore.
No, there's still
A few of them around.
a
Not
few.
a lot.
No, there's
There's one
in
up by my
Beverly.
house, which I occasionally will waddle into to get, because I
Hey,
still
that
love
used
their
to be like
buttermilk
lunch
pancakes.
for us, man.
Oh, yeah.
They still do great pancakes.
Yeah, the
With all
pancakes
due
are the
respect to
best.
IHOP, they do great pancakes.
I like them better than IHOPs because they
I do
taste
too.
better. And I used
Well,
to
that
work
would
for
be the reason
Verkinnes.
you like food better is because it tastes better.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
times.
most of the time.
Amazing stories. Buckle up.
How amazing.
You tell me as I get through them. I've got
Okay. Scale of 1 to 5, 1 to 10, 1 to 100,
3.
infinity. How far you want to go
I
here?
got 4 stories.
Okay.
My parents were newlyweds in New Jersey when they moved to Illinois after I was
See the
born.
problem already. You moved
That's
from
funny.
New Jersey to Illinois. That's a lateral move at best.
Almost exactly.
And I don't mean geographically.
It's funny. My parents were newlyweds in New Jersey and did move to Illinois after Sue was born, I believe.
Sue made a move.
With mom and dad. I think it was
She's a
Sue.
tough kid.
She is. They lived there
She had to put up with you three bozos.
They lived there my entire childhood and then divorced the year I graduated. My dad moved to Las Vegas, my mom to Texas. When I turned 30,
Somehow that seems about right, doesn't it?
it really does. I took a job in South Florida, the first and only member of my family to ever travel there. When a local Goodwill in search of while at a local Goodwill in search of home furnishings, I found an old book of poetry on a kitchenwares shelf. And I liked the look of the cover, so I bought it for $1 and took it home with the rest of my stuff.
So he liked the cut of its jib.
That's exactly right. It was a book about sailing through the English language.
Sailing. Peter, what's his duck? No, who was that?
Sailing.
Christopher Croft.
Cross.
Crisscross.
Christopher Cross.
Whatever.
Marty Croft did H.R. Puffin stuff.
Yes, he did, and did it really well. And the banana splits.
Later that night, I opened the front cover of
As one is wont to do when
the
one purchases a
aforementioned book. Yeah. And shocked, I say,
How shocked were you, I say? Asked.
see an inscription in my dad's unmistakable handwriting.
No.
It was a gift to my mom on their 3rd wedding anniversary.
Okay, I have good news and I have bad news.
My mom had sold it at a yard sale 10 years or so earlier. Both of them have since confirmed it. So how amazing is that?
I would give that an 8 on a scale of 1 to 5.
Okay. I accidentally set my best friend up on a blind date with her ex-husband.
Oh, I thought I was going to a blazing fire thing here, and I thought, oh, that would be good.
I was going out on a first date with a guy, and he asked if I had a friend for his friend, so I invited my best friend along.
Why would you do that to someone you say is your best friend?
And then the guys showed up.
Uh-oh.
Their jaws dropped, and we had many margaritas. Seems to me if it's about the only thing you can do at that point. Why waste the whole evening being mad?
Well,
Story number 3. When I was first married back in the early 70s, one of the cups from my best dinner set got broken, and I couldn't
that
get
happens.
an exact replacement. I could get
you
the
never
same.
can.
Yeah, I could get the same color, but in a different shape. 40. Count them. 40 years later. That's almost 58. After
Pretty
moving
close.
2,800 miles across the country, I went for a meal at a friend's house and noticed she had cups like the replacement one. I told her my story about breaking a cup and only being able to get one like hers. She stood up, went to her cupboard, and brought back a cup like the one I'd broken. She'd had the same experience, but in reverse. So 40 years later, we swapped cups and both had a full set again. Right? Now, how amazing is that story?
That's a 9.
Right? Finally, when I was 9, I broke my arm and hit my head when I fell off my bike. And a boy in the street helped me up. 20 years later, I was meeting up with one of my best friend's friend, and I told the story of that bike accident. Turns out my best friend's friend was the boy who picked me up when I fell,
Oh,
and now we're married.
I love that story.
See, I thought you would like that.
I'm just
one.
an old softy.
I thought, isn't that amazing?
It's like, I can't think of her name now.
Your wife?
No. Southern lady comedian, does a story, does several of them on her brother,
Okay.
right? Who she loves till get out. They both now live in Southern California. Well, she lives in Southern California. He's stationed there.
Oh, her brother's
my little brother
or something, isn't he?
He's a 6'4", 230-pound
Yep.
Navy SEAL.
Yep.
And they're a Disney family. They love Disney. And so you know how it goes, right? The night and Tink on the bungee cord bungees over and the festivities start. And it's hilarious. And the best part of it is the words out of his mouth. Do you see her?
Do I see who?
Yeah, I see Tinkerbell. She is the most marvelous woman. I will have her. And off he goes in Navy SEAL fashion. Oh, man, we're about to be blacklisted from Disney.
This is good.
So I'm picking up the souvenir cups and what's left of the food. And buddy, slow down. And he walks around the corner, and Tink is there, and he looks at her and goes, Tink, Miss Tink?
Miss Tink.
Would you like to go out for food sometime in something other than that costume?
And she said, I could food at some point.
And no, she goes, she goes, oh, I can't right now. I have to get over to the Matterhorn for something. And she disappears behind the magic lattice that is all over that place.
Right.
And I look, and in my head, I'm going, oh, great. What do I tell a 6'4" to?
Heartbroken Navy SEAL.
Yeah, this won't. And all of a sudden, Tink pops her little head back. But I'll be back in 15 minutes. And they're married to this day.
Those are just cute.
I love those stories.
Heartwarming, they say.
Yeah, and I'm basically a crotchety old.
Well, no, you're a moosh under it all.
A who?
A complete moosh.
What's a moosh?
You're a mooshy, gooey mass of romanticism.
Sure. Except my granddaughter's moving to Oklahoma. I'm not really romantic about that.
Which one?
Jaden.
For why?
It's only going to take 2 words.
Some boy.
Tyler Wells.
Uh-huh.
I can narrow it down for you. The worst part is I like Ty. He's a sweetheart.
All right.
You know the worst part is?
What?
My granddaughters pick really good boyfriends.
Wow. They're kind of like their grandpa.
I didn't ever pick boyfriends. You were thrust upon me by that.
I was not thrust upon you. You picked me.
Thanks, Mike.
Time's problem.
Look at this.
47 years later.
To this day. My God, we have hung up for a while.
We have.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.